Hello, welcome to the Marcellus Connection. I'm Bryan Thornberg. I'll be your host today. And today we have Bill Livolsi from Automated Card Systems, who's going to share with us insights on the industry, security, and what measurements are being done to ensure the safety for the environment and facilities. Today's topics are going to range from on-site drilling sites to actual buildings themselves to ensure the safety of our information and if our power is up and running correctly on our facilities. So Bill, I'd like to turn it over to you and tell us, who is Automated Card Systems?
Okay, Brian, thank you. Automated Card Systems is a systems integrator that specializes in identity solutions and producing secure credentials. A good example of that would be the Pennsylvania driver's license. Automated Card Systems supports the Pennsylvania driver's license program as well as the one in Delaware. We sell and service the machines that personalize plastic cards and associated software applications, usually driven by a plastic card, a photo ID card. So the driver's license program, we also were the company that supported the City of Pittsburgh Police in producing 6,000 secure credentials for the law enforcement officers that came in to assist the Pittsburgh Police with the management of the demonstrators for the G20. We are somewhat of a boutique company in a very kind of a niche business because there just aren't a lot of people in this industry. And we do it in a fashion that I think is somewhat unique. Most people that want to sell you technology want to, they want a credit card up front and they want to send you a CD, and then if you need support, they want you to call a 900 number in order to get support. We sell leading edge technology with old-fashioned support. We show up before you buy it. We show up after you buy it. Sometimes even when you don't want us, we show up to make sure everything's going okay. So that's an overview of what Automated Card Systems does. We provide on-site support for unique security-related identity solutions.
Well, Bill, Automated Card System offers a lot of security options and features for the Marcellus industry. And you've told me a lot of impressive ways that you're helping people now offer more safer, secure facilities. Could you share with us a lot of the products and services that you're doing to help ensure to everyone in our industry that there is safety measures to be taken and how that can be done?
In essence, there's three areas that we have multiple products within that would address these needs. Number one is products that I like to call visitor management products, a combination of plastic cards, photo IDs, and software that will allow you to manage people who visit your facilities. Second is what I call tracking solutions, which are, again, plastic card driven software products that will help you track individuals or assets in your organization. And third are products that will protect your intellectual property. The industry term is logical security. Visitor management solutions are those that allow someone to come into your facility. We ask them to produce a driver's license, and we can work with all 50 states' driver's licenses. We can automatically scan them, upload the information on them, including the image, into a database, and then produce either a temporary badge, meaning a paper badge that would attach to their chest and they would wear in the facility that particular day. That type of badge will then disappear. All the text on it will disappear after 24 hours. So they cannot come back to your facility the second day without being registered again. They can't fake their way in. Second would be what we call a hard card, or in fact a plastic photo ID that identifies them, that they would be required to produce every time they came into your facility. Those would be issued to contractors that work on your air conditioning, for example, or in the case of possibly people working in the Marcellus shale industry, title workers or people that go out and acquire these mineral rights, et cetera, et cetera. The tracking solutions are similar in their use, but they allow you to follow someone throughout the facility to make sure that they're where they need to be when they're supposed to be there, and that they don't wander off into other areas. That's something that requires some discipline on the part of the owner of the facility and or the employees, but it can be an effective solution. And third is logical security, and probably that's the area most people are most neglectful. Logical security protects your intellectual property and access to your intellectual property. And also it has a productivity piece in that it allows you to have very complex passwords for all of your applications, and yet allows you to manage them so that they're not forgotten, or you spend a lot of time calling the help desk because you forgot your password. We help you with all of that. So those are the three types of products that we offer that probably would be of a benefit to the Marcellus shale industry.
Well, Bill, that's a lot of good information, and a lot of us in the Marcellus industry are probably wondering what else can be done to help ensure safer drilling sites and security in the buildings. And what are some of the additional products that can be used that maybe none of us have even heard of before?
Well, I already spoke about how you kind of secure your office building, but a lot of that technology can be moved to the drilling sites, for example, or compressor stations. We have mobile products that allow us, using either Wi-Fi or some type of wide area network or a local area network, where we can take access the security databases and check people's credentials right on site using a mobile device, a handheld device. We also have the ability to move the card issuing equipment out to a drilling site, for example, or a compressor station, so that whether it be actual employees, contractors, subcontractors, we can issue a secure credential, and we can read secure credentials, and in fact make sure those people who are coming onto your site belong there and know how to act while they're there. I know there's a lot of liability issues. I know before anyone can work in the industry on these drilling sites, they have to be trained, and I believe safety is a big part of it. You don't want the neighbor who walking his dog and is curious about all the noise that's going on at the drilling site just being able to walk on and get himself hurt by just not knowing how to behave while he's there.
Well, Bill, the last question I had is, how does a company protect their intellectual properties and prevent cyber attacks from happening from remote locations? And since a lot of people in the Marcellus industry control things remotely, such as valves and pumps and information, what steps can they do to be better secure?
Well, Brian, there's a lot of things they can do, and it really is a big job to make sure your network and all your facilities are secure. Where we can help is the interface between human beings and your electronic infrastructure. We have two products. The overall terminology is logical security, but essentially we can do two things. We can provide a secure logon for all of your applications, and we can provide something called single sign-on. Now, what secure logon means is making sure that the person that is logging on is in fact who they are supposed to be, and verifying that without question. We do that through what we call multi-factor authentication, using at least two methods of authentication, preferably three. So the factors would be, number one, something you know, like a password, something you have, meaning a plastic card, and something you are, which could be a biometric, either an eyeball, if you will, or a thumbprint. We strongly recommend you have at least two of those factors for anyone to be able to log on to your network, preferably three. So we have software that run on every PC that we'll make sure that has to happen. Second of all, in that process, in that software, we manage that. One of the factors I said was password. Strong authentication, which is what we all want to secure electronic networks, uses complex passwords. What does that mean? Well, using your phone number, your birth date, is pretty unsecure, I should say. I'm sure we've all seen a bunch of Post-it notes stuck all over computer terminals with passwords for whatever applications you're using, because people don't have that good a memory. And they're usually short passwords. We use long strings of combinations of symbols, digits, and alpha, 16, 20 characters, which we change repeatedly throughout the day. And we manage that without you, the individual, even knowing that your passwords are changing, because we have a way for you to do it or to interface without having to know these complex passwords. And we manage. What's unique about our solution is we manage all those strong passwords by using Active Directory. Most companies who are in this type of business usually have a separate infrastructure, a server, software, etc., to manage this process, these passwords. We use Active Directory, something that's already part of Windows. So we sell an enterprise software package that allows secure logon, and along with it, which is a tremendous productivity feature, since we manage all the passwords for the individuals, we cut down on the help desk calls by at least 50%, because people don't have to worry about their passwords. And we do this all through Active Directory.
Well, Bill, you gave us a lot to think about here today. Gave me a lot to think about. Now I'm having to rethink everything I do from home to my business. I'd like to thank Bill Livolsi from Automated Card Systems for joining us today and giving us some really good insight and good information on how to better make our facilities secure in our industry, give us the better ability to sleep well at night. And knowing Bill's out there, and if they have systems like he's talking about, I feel a lot better about what's going on in our industry. I'd like to thank you, and have a good night.